Hi everyone, Troy Thompson here. We are live at Shakespeare & Co. in Hamburg. It's very exciting. How are we, David Goldman?
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited about this food, get to be with my favorite people.
Yeah, well, I know you do. I do have to. Hi, Katie. How are you, my
Hi, Dougal. I'm so excited to be out here at Shakespeare & Company. You know, I've been to the one downtown all the time. It's my favorite restaurant there, but I haven't been out in Hamburg. I have to say, this one is even more beautiful. I didn't think that was possible, but gosh, it's gorgeous.
There's actually quite a bit when you see around the location.
Oh, yeah.
There's another bar. There's also 2 other areas over there. There's also outdoor. Yeah.
The patio is my favorite. We're here all the time.
Good.
I live here.
Well, I just live around the corner as well, and so do you.
Yep.
Hey, I do have to tell you something funny. We're in my office this morning, and we're talking about just people in general, like we normally do. And David comes up with the words saying that he was what?
He says he's a hipster, right?
He's a hipster. Like, seriously.
Well, he wanted to wear one of the skinny
I had
ties.
a hipster tie on, and I was like, is it too hipster? And what'd you call me, Katie? A
I
southern
said you're
bro?
more Southern bro style, but I don't know if I
know
would
what that
describe this as like 70s movie star.
Yeah.
You got kind of like the chest hair going, like 2
He
buttons
does?
down. I don't know.
Well, it's a little groomed, people.
Yeah, that's right.
He gets the clippers out, I'm sure.
I'm a groomer.
You're a groomer, you are. Okay, well, I wanted to start off today's show. You know, I've been finding these really cute little videos, and I wanted to show you this kid, and he's being completely smothered by dogs. It is so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And when I saw it, I kept replaying it all the time, over and over on the show, and I just thought to myself, is that just not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
I love it.
But I just also think, was the kid over there eating the food from the dogs? Look at this, it's so cute.
I love that puppies and dogs can identify children as well. They're always so protective and sweet with them, so I love it.
That's adorable.
Do you have an animal?
Yeah, I've got 2 dogs.
Oh, you do?
Love them.
What sort?
I've got a Bichon, and I have an Aussie Doodle.
A what?
Australian Shepherd Poodle.
An Aussie
I want to start calling Troy Aussie Doodle.
Yeah.
Do not call that means something completely different in Australia.
And that's what I mean.
Okay, so there's a story that I found quite interesting, and it's basically a story that came out of England. Oh, sorry, here. And it was saying money can't buy you happiness, but it seems it can determine what makes you happy. This is, as I was saying, a brand new study. Do you guys think money can buy you happiness?
Well, one of my favorite quotes from Tosh.0 is, "You've never seen anybody unhappy on a jet ski." So, you know, it just is what it is.
But unless you've had a fall off.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm interested to hear a little more about this study because I read something about a year ago that measured people's happiness level, and it said above an income of $65,000, they didn't see a difference in happiness. So they said that was about the amount where you were comfortable paying your bills and taking care of everything, but then having a little extra for fun. So they said between $65,000 and $200,000, they didn't see a difference in happiness level. So,
well, look, here's my point on that. I think this study basically came up and said wealthy people find their own happiness in more self-involved traits such as pride and contentment. Researchers also found that people with less money have happiness in other people through feelings of love and compassion. I sort of like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I think I find happiness in my personal relationships, obviously more than tangible things.
But let's also be real. A few dollar bills, people, buy you a little bit of happiness.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Do you know what I
sometimes to go on that fun trip or to travel, you know, it does take money, it does take that flow. So I'm all about having those that money to spend and enjoy, you know, to accent my happiness.
Oh, well, we'll ask Brandy about that later on. We finally got to meet girlfriend one.
Yeah.
Because
His
this is
fiancé
man friend one.
Yeah.
Well, I said lady friend. Remember I said
Yeah,
call her your
lady
lady friend. So Brandy's finally in the audience
Yep, she's
today.
here. She's
And you've been
here.
with us almost a year,
Yeah.
and I've never met her.
I hit her.
You what?
You-
I had to hide her from you all. I couldn't let her know the truth.
I thought you said you hit her.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
She
wouldn't
would
admit
hit
that.
back.
Yeah,
She would hit back.
She'd slap
She's
you
tough.
down.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, tough slap you down. Hey, Katie, you were talking about a topic about well, hold on, what was it? What you can not do without Christmas.
Oh, do without Christmas. Okay, I didn't know which. I wasn't sure if we were
Yeah.
doing Christmas or my couple's fighting topic. So this was just something I saw going around on Facebook, and everyone was commenting and answering, and it was just, it's not Christmas without blank. And so I posted this, and I've been asking a bunch of people, and I got a lot of course, family, friends, food, mom's pie, and
I
I was
got
kind of
you.
wondering for you guys, it's not Christmas without blank, and that's kind of what gets you feeling in the Christmas spirit. And what about you?
It's for me. It goes back to the food. I think about the next meal because we kind of jump on the road and go to different houses to see everybody, and I'm just kind of thinking about who's dessert. I'm kind of judging everybody on it, so I've got to let them know where they place.
Is there a specific dish that gets you in that Christmas? It's Christmas when this comes
Yes,
out.
there is it's a Butterfinger like pie that it's like a cake actually, and it's like I love it. It makes me so happy. So yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I like Christmas carols.
Okay.
I'm a Christmas caroler.
Will you carol for us later?
Yeah, a little.
Oh, I
too.
didn't
I
know
just
for you
like-
if it would be snow, but you
Well,
like snow all year round.
I like, but you've got to remember in Australia, it's summer, so they're having major heat issues right
Yeah.
now. It's like 45 degrees, which I think is about 115, 110.
Oh,
Do you know what I
gosh.
mean? Something like that.
Do they do the fake snow machines or no? Okay.
No, but we have what we call big baked lunches. So it's where you bake the turkey and that. Oh, sorry, not turkey. That's American. Bake ham and pork, and we have
Yeah.
the crackling and baked vegetables.
Oh, I think me
Making
too.
me
It's
so
mashed
hungry.
potatoes and ham. I'm feeling
Yeah.
like Christmas.
I think it is.
See, it goes back to the food.
It's all about the food, people. And Katie, one thing else I want to talk to you about was 5 types of couples fighting.
Yeah, I thought
What's-
this was interesting.
Are we a couple? Because we fight behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like a
I
mom
know.
and dad.
So we probably are. We're a work couple.
Yeah.
You all are a work couple.
But I was interested. I wanted to know you, David. It says all couples have a certain amount of these 5 fights. So I'll just read through them, and then you guys can
Okay.
respond. The first one is you have different financial priorities. We've talked about that a lot. You load the dishwasher differently. We'll come back. You have different sex drives. You
Yeah.
have different social schedules. That one is rough for me because I go to bed really early. And you have different definitions of clean. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. The dishwasher. I've had fights over how to load the dishwasher. Has that ever happened to you?
It's for me. It's
Now,
not
how long have you lived with Brandy?
like a long time.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah. First of all, she's just happy when I do load the dishwasher. It's like, okay, thank you for helping. Second of all, for us, it's folding laundry. She hates the way I fold laundry, so I've really learned over the years, particulars. So yeah, that's kind
I'm
of hard.
surprised. You both work. Well, you need my housekeeper, Terry.
Yes, we do.
Terry's here in the audience. She probably should be at home making my bed. But I've always talked about on the show the gal that looks after me.
Yeah.
Miss Terry. She's in the audience.
Thank
Thank you,
God.
Miss
for-
Terry.
Miss
Thank
Terry.
you,
So,
Miss Terry.
Brandy, we got you.
Yeah.
We're sending Terry to your house.
I would love
So
that.
then you never fight again.
I'm all about it.
I don't know why you don't.
Well, we have somebody that comes and does help us
Okay.
clean, but it's those meticulous little things, and we
Well,
need
obviously not well.
Gosh,
Well, that's why,
But she doesn't
load the
fold the
dishwasher and
clothes.
things like that.
we need to move it up.
Yeah, but do you think that you have any of those other fights?
The social thing, but
The
she
social
doesn't-
thing, what about
she
that?
doesn't really fight. She's like go, because she knows I like to go to everything and do everything.
Southern bro.
Yes, Southern and she's just like go have fun, but she'll go and do her thing.
Yeah.
She likes to do like hot yoga. That's what she's boom. I'm
But
going
that's
to
that's not on our list.
Yeah.
Well,
but
it says
the
different
social thing.
social
Right.
schedules, but that can be tough for me because I like to go to bed at 7.
Well, you don't like, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to.
but then on the weekends I like to kind
But
of
we
stick
also
with it.
know when you haven't gone to bed, because if you're up past 8:30, you're a mess the next day.
Yeah, and then we fight.
Yeah, and it's not that, a bad mess. I just mean,
Yeah.
you're tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's exhausting.
Also, well, it doesn't involve me because I live alone, people. I live on my own.
But do you think that you're not in a relationship because some of these fights?
Oh.
I think we've talked about this before, though.
Real talk.
Financial priorities, I think, can be a big issue, and that becomes in different incomes as well. If you have an income disparity with your partner,
Well, here's the thing. You know how I feel on that, Katie? There's always going to be someone in a relationship that earns more than the other.
Right.
And I think you should know that going into that relationship.
Yeah.
So, I've always been a believer that, if you're going out, and I don't know your relationship with Brandy on how you guys do financial situations, but I always believe a man should always pay for the woman.
Well-
I'm a bit old-fashioned like that.
She's an attorney, and I'm really hoping to be a soccer dad. That's my goal. Just so that's out there. I'm great at being a coach. I love kids, so I could be your kid's future
Oh,
coach.
so you don't want to have a job?
No, I would love to, like, again, you don't think that housewife is a job?
No,
That-
hold on, David.
No, you said you want to be soccer dad.
Yeah,
well,
If you want to be
slightly
house
different.
husband and do
House
all the
husband.
work, then yes, because
Yeah.
that's real work.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I
would love
wonder
to
if
do
you're
that.
still going to get married in July.
June.
Now you've just said
June.
this.
Yeah, no, I don't know how she feels about that.
Well, this was interesting because it was saying even if you have the vast income disparity, having the right financial priorities,
Yeah.
that's what people fight about. So even if one person makes more than the other, as long as you prioritize the same things, you won't fight about it, I guess.
Well, and look, I think everyone will come up with their own way to work into a relationship, let
Yeah.
me tell you. David, I want to get onto a topic that is a little bit disturbing, Uber versus ambulances. And where are you going with this? People,
Well, basically, ambulance have gone down about 10% in the last 4 years, and people are calling Uber to go to the emergency room, even though it might be like you might have fallen and broken your arm.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
people have, like, these larger deductibles, and one of the big things is this can save a humongous amount of money in the healthcare costs. Because if you take an ambulance ride, you're going to spend a minimal of $750 to $1,000.
is it? Okay.
So,
Okay.
it's like if you have a large deductible, $5,000, this is a great way to get around it. Now, Uber did comment on it, and they're just kind of like, well, we really hope people actually use real emergencies because we're not law enforcement. We don't want to put our drivers
Ambulances,
in predicaments.
you mean,
Yeah. Because, I thought about it. They said law enforcement. I was like, well, are people getting Uber rides down to jail? I don't know, to the courthouse.
to surrender themselves.
Yeah, who knows? I've got a court date, just call Uber. But could you all, like, if you had something happen, would you ever think, we'll call an Uber, don't call an ambulance?
Well, actually, I think there's probably a
Well-
fine line here. Let's say I fell over here and cut part of my head.
Right.
I probably don't want to shell out $1,000 to ride in an ambulance,
I
but I
agree.
wouldn't want to drive. So I think you have to just use personal discretion here. So I may use an Uber to
Yeah.
go to the hospital, but
You
not
know
if I
what?
passed out.
I have to be honest with you. I think a lot of people sitting at home also would be in agreement.
It saves
that
you so much
if-
money.
Yeah.
Like a Uber,
Within reason, I
sometimes
think.
it's like
Yeah.
$2,000 or $50. I'm not Uber. What do you call it? An ambulance.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's all good and well to say that you would divert having an ambulance, okay? But if you are having the signs of a heart attack or the signs
Yeah.
of a
Right.
stroke, you need an ambulance.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's all time.
It's time.
Yeah.
And they always say, we had that on our show as well, talking about choosing your closest emergency room.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I had an accident in Utah on the tennis court, and when I got in the ambulance, they said to me, "What hospital would you like, sir?" And I'm laying in the bed going, "I don't know."
Yeah, take me to the closest.
I ended up going, well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't say that.
Right.
And it was the first time that I used an American medical situation. So they took me to the furthest one away, which you pay for. It was
Well,
about-
yeah, but sometimes you don't want to go to the closest one. If I'm walking out here and I have a gunshot wound, take me to the best trauma center. Because there are some hospitals that are known for, if you walk in alive, you're leaving alive.
Okay.
Now, if I have a smaller issue, take me to the closest.
That's a good
but,
point.
you know,
It's valid.
I think you have to know your local
All
hospitals.
right, got you. Well, that's it for Table Talk, everyone. Coming up after the break, we're sitting down and we're going to talk about my brand new show, The Younger You,
Oh, yeah.
and also What's Popping. You're watching Midday Kentucky, everyone, live at Shakespeare & Co. here in Hamburg.